Live from our studios at 175 Humble Street, this is 2 Minutes with AAC. I'm your host, Joe DiBattista, and you're not. This is our third PSA since we started our blog last year, and our first of 2013. Today we tackle a very tough subject, lead. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of that, a quick word from our sponsor.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
We're back and we have a guest, someone who always packs a perfect punch and knows everything environmental. 26-year man on the job with AAC Contracting and their Director of Safety. Please welcome Pete DeLucia.
Joseph?
Pete, how are you?
I'm swell.
Thanks for stopping by the new set. What do you like? The new digs? Good?
Yeah, man. It's great.
I like it too. Anyways, Pete, obviously we've been discussing or trying to discuss lead here. And can be a real tough topic. And I know that all of our contractors and people out there viewing have probably had to or will have to deal with it at some point. What do we really want our friends out there to know about lead?
Well, I think, Joe, most people by this time, realize that lead is toxic and it's not good for you and certainly not good for children. And certainly in construction, you don't want to bring that lead dust home to your family. So there's two, main regulations when it comes to lead. The OSHA regulations and the EPA regulations. And there's some HUD stuff and some other stuff, but I think for sake of brevity, we're just going to concentrate on talking about OSHA and EPA in this scenario here.
That makes sense to me. So, Pete, we talk about those regulations. How are they applicable? Can you give us a little insight into that?
Yeah, the OSHA regulations, Joe, are applicable in construction. And there's general industry OSHA regulations too, but for sake of this conversation, we're going to stick with construction. So basically, the OSHA regulations are going to come into play anytime there's an occupational exposure to lead. Anytime you may be exposed to lead, anytime you can detect lead in the paint or the surface or the material you're going to be working with, the OSHA regulations are going to be applicable. EPA is going to be pretty direct in being applicable only to child-occupied facilities and housing. All right.
And that's probably the most sensitive ones, correct?
Exactly. And the big difference between two regulations, too, which I think a lot of people don't realize, is that, again, OSHA is any detectable level of lead. EPA isn't going to kick in until it's 0.5% or more. And so a lot of times for the EPA lead screening and risk assessments and stuff, they'll do XRF. And OSHA doesn't recognize the XRF testing because they don't think it has can get down to a low enough level.
Okay.
So it's not going to help you because, again, OSHA is lowest detectable. EPA is only talking about 0.5. So that's something people should not get confused because it leads to problems.
Well, that absolutely makes sense. And, Pete, certification, licensing, how does that all work, too, for people viewing in?
Yeah, OSHA is that you need to be trained for the OSHA standard. There's a section in the standard, you train to it, and make sure you do the things that are laid out in the OSHA standard. As far as the EPA goes, there's two separate trainings or certifications, I guess. One is for renovations under the RRP. That's an 8-hour training class. The firm has to be licensed, and you have to have at least one certified renovator. For lead-based paint activities, the firm also has to be licensed, and then you also have licensed supervisors and or certified supervisors and certified workers.
Okay. And then I think something that's always on everybody's mind is disposal.
Yeah. Under the disposal section, this is where typically you're only going to be dealing with EPA. And there's a residential exemption for lead waste under the EPA. So if it's residential property, the waste can go out in a normal waste stream to municipal landfill. If it's industrial commercial, though, then you need to do a characteristic test to determine how much leachable lead is there. And if it's 5 parts per million or more, then you're actually dealing with a hazardous waste, Joe.
Okay. Well, Pete, I think that kind of covers it. This has been 2 Minutes with AAC Contracting. Thanks for joining us. And in the words of Veronica Corningstone, and Ron Burgundy, thanks for stopping by, and stay classy. Happy Easter, and hope you find all your eggs. And no, I'm not sitting on a phone book.
That is a lie.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter as well.
Nice job, Pete.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm Joe DiBattista, and it's true. I'm not sitting on a phone book today. Thanks. I'm Joe DiBattista, and you're not.